Are you serious about your health and fitness, but overwhelmed by the conflicting information and BS all over social media? Welcome to Fit Facts. Brought to you by Brandon Pascual and Gabe Erno. With a combined 10 years of training experience, this physical therapist and personal trainer duo bring you the most up-to-date and applicable fitness and lifestyle tips based on the most cutting-edge research, bridged with field experience of what actually works and is sustainable for the long term. Enjoy. Dude, so Chat GPT, everyone is talking about it right now. Yeah. I've used it. I've used it for a couple different things. Actually, for this one thing, I had to write a letter to somebody, or an email, like a longer email.
Yeah.
I didn't want to deal with that shit, so I just put in, write an email pertaining to this subject, be respectful in tone, and don't go over this many sentences or under this many sentences. Boom. And it worked. Or like I was messing around too with other things where I was having it write rap songs or poems about like my friends and my clients.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, like one of my clients I write a poem about this client going to Hawaii with his boyfriend and doing this, and that. And then I like spit it out on the spot and I was like reading it to him in the session. It was kind of funny.
That's actually pretty interesting because like imagine if you just wanted to, I don't know, or just change your career and be a poet or something. You could straight up use Chat GPT to make you your poems, or you could like make if you want to be a rapper, be a ghostwriter. Or something.
I will say the raps were pretty terrible. The poems were pretty mid.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Well, as long as you have a good beat, I guess.
Okay.
I've been using it a lot just to like kind of like answer emails, like what you do. For one of my clients, he's looking for a job, so in our session, he was using it like, oh, can you send this paperwork to this one tech company or whatever. Or
it actually sends it?
No, not send it. Can you write an email for this tech company? And then the email was all right, but then he started prompting it like, elaborate on my experience at LinkedIn or Facebook, so-and-so.
Wow.
And then it started elaborating on it a little more. And then he was like, you know what, at the end, make it a little humorous and just talk about how I'm very flexible with my schedule or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, it created the perfect job email description. I was like, oh wow.
It's crazy though because AI is like already so good, but it's only going to get better and better at an accelerated rate. I have some friends who they're actually kind of scared about the implications of this. But for me, I think it's overall a positive thing. Like obviously there will be some jobs that some components of their job will not be necessary. One of my clients like jokingly sent me this article about like how it can do fitness programs, and he was telling me like you're gonna be out of a job soon. And with regarding that, like I truly am not worried for so many reasons. The personal element about it, also like I looked at the fitness programs it was making. Like it's not gonna have that nuance of actually seeing someone in person. But to an extent, like I bet maybe the trainers that still train are going to have to be better because that'll take it away. And it'll be with other industries too, right? Like the people will have to step their game up or learn to adapt. So I think it's going to force a lot of growth. We have to look at it from a growth-minded perspective. Otherwise, it's just...
It'll be growth and also how it can help you. Because maybe it'll become so saturated where like, let's say for physical therapists, you can literally go on people's websites and Chat GPT will answer, how do I deal with my elbow pain? How do I deal with my shoulder pain? But then you can use that to as a physical therapist for their advantage. Where if you do have a client come in, make the experience a little more, like I guess, personal. Because ChatGPT, they're not gonna make it where they're understanding like where you're coming from, like your stress levels, like making it individualized.
Sure.
Like when can you do this rehab program? So I feel like if we just like up our services to where it's like we talk about being more personal and considering the whole individual and considering all their aspects, we'll succeed.
Also it's cool to think you could literally wake up, there could be this thing that scans you, right? And it takes your blood pressure, all these different things, and ChatGPT or this AI system could say your blood pressure has been slightly elevated for the last 13 days. We recommend that you go to see your primary care physician. Or
that's pretty cool.
Or like you have been eating foods higher in sodium than recommended. We recommend that you make diet adjustments. Otherwise, in the long term, you are exposed to this, and this. Like, there's all these issues it could probably catch before it actually happens. So I'm thinking like there's so many cool things. But anyway, AI is exciting. Chat GPT is cool. And today we thought we'd use a little Chat GPT for this episode. Actually.
Oh yeah.
So we thought we'd do a question and answer session. A little quality Q&A. But instead of our audience members asking us these question and answers, we thought we would type the questions or have ChatGPT generate the questions for us. So I'm just gonna do it right now. I'm gonna type it in. So
what are funny what are the most common fitness questions And then
I'll say
make it funny though and entertaining.
I'll say ask us 25 fitness questions that are common questions or applicable to the general population.
Okay.
And then I'll say
make it funny and entertaining.
Make them humorous.
Yeah.
Okay. And boom. And now it's randomly generating. It's doing the thing. So without further ado, let's get into question number 1 right here, all right? How can I get in shape without actually doing any exercise? Now that's a great question, Chat GPT. Thank you for asking that, My answer for that is without doing any exercise, you're not going to get in shape if being in shape means you're healthy and you have a good aerobic capacity and you're strong. If you want to get skinny without doing any exercise, you could eat less, which will not be the best for you to just do that and not exercise, but you could do that.
Yeah, I would honestly say it depends what exercise is. Like maybe Chat GPT or the AI doesn't think like going to the gym, anything you do in the gym is exercise. So I could say, you could probably if you walk a few more, around your neighborhood or whatever, you could probably get in shape.
Or get a job at a moving company.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll just pick up boxes all day. You'll get in shape.
You know what? Actually, we could seriously answer this question. I would say.
Though I like that. I like that spin though.
I would say start instead of like doing exercise, whatever. Do like activities around your city where you're walking more, maybe explore the city, explore the nature
Pokemon
trails. Pokemon Go, nature trails. You can go bar hopping downtown. You do a lot of walking, honestly.
Oh my god.
You do a lot of walking. Bar hopping downtown. So anything active is what I would say. And then also you have to focus on and dial down on what you eat as well.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like you would say the same thing, like focus on the nutrition.
Definitely, but that was a dumb question overall. But good ways we answered it. It made us think, right?
Yeah.
Question number 2.
There are no dumb questions.
I don't know. Question number 2. Is it true that you burn more calories eating celery than there are calories in celery? So I'm going to be honest, I always thought this was true, and then I Googled it literally like a month and a half ago, and apparently it's not true. Because I always thought if you only eat celery, you'll die.
Yeah.
Because the amount of calories in celery is less than it takes your body to process it. But I recently Googled that, and I don't think that's true. Let's just Google it right now in this podcast, all right? Is celery negative calories? We'll just say that. Here we go. If you've ever bitten into a celery stalk, you know it takes quite a bit of chewing and digesting to break down that veggie. And the act of chewing, like all our movements, burns calories, but the negative calorie foods are in fact just a myth, according to nutritionist Sharon Richter. All right.
Shout out Sharon.
So it is a myth, but that's definitely something I thought was true. And let's just be real.
I probably did think that was true.
Celery sucks.
It does like.
Do you like celery?
With ranch and peanut butter.
But you have to chew it so much, and it's like stringy and gets caught in your teeth.
True,
it's
yeah.
Just,
I mean, it's like I don't like go to a grocery store and be like, hey, I want some celery. Yeah. But if it's there, like if I order wings from somewhere,
you'll eat the celery.
Yeah, I'm like, why not?
Yeah, and it is nice to like you can chew and for a while, and
I do like it when
chewing.
Dipping it in ranch. That's pretty fire.
When's the last time you had celery?
Probably like last year.
When you had wings.
When I had wings. Okay. Last year. All right, this next one. Ooh, this is a good one right here. Why do people always recommend yoga for stress relief? Can't I just eat a whole pizza by myself instead? Okay, actually,
first of all, that's not mutually exclusive. You can do both of those things.
Yeah, that's true.
I will say I think why people always recommend yoga for stress relief is, first of all, it's like lower intensity. Mm-hmm. It's not something that's very tough on the joints.
Yeah.
Kind of everyone can do it. It's going to get you into that parasympathetic state mostly when you're doing it. So a lot of the popular yoga is like restorative or yin. You're focusing on holding poses for a long time, breathing deep into your belly. And that's all going to activate the parasympathetic, that recovery system. It's going to turn off that fight or flight, cortisol producing, sympathetic portion of your autonomic nervous system. So it's just really conducive to stress relief, honestly. And I personally felt that myself. I've done a lot of yoga. I love it.
I've never done yoga, but a lot of my patients and clients have.
You gotta try yoga.
I know, I really have
to. We should go together.
That is one of the things I have to do.
Yeah.
But when someone says like, "Oh, can't I just eat a whole pizza by myself instead?" You could, but you'll get better benefits doing more yoga than pizza. You'll just get a little more extra weight unless you have a fast-ass metabolism.
And you can eat pizza by yourself. You could eat a whole pizza by yourself. But if you're eating the whole pizza by yourself, think to yourself like, is this more food than I actually need? Like, am I full now? Can I stop and leave some pizza for later? Do I really want to eat all this? Because there's definitely like, I have a big appetite. I'll get those frozen pizzas from Trader Joe's. I'll eat a whole one in a sitting, easy. And that's like, I'm full, but I'm not gonna stop. But if I go get the XL from Woodstocks, which I did, I ate a whole XL in a sitting in college.
God damn.
But that's more than my body needs.
Yeah.
I'm binge eating at that point. So you just got to be aware of that. But there's nothing wrong with eating some pizza, doing some yoga. I love yoga. I really do. I need to do it more. But it definitely helps with that stress relief. I would say the vinyasa variation is a little more intensive. So it's probably not as like conducive to that. But I think it still is.
Okay.
Next, what is the best way to train for a marathon without actually running a marathon? I love this question.
Actually, I mean,
I love this question because
this is a legit question.
There's the principle of specificity, right? So the best way to prepare for a marathon is going to be by running because you're going to run in the marathon.
Yeah.
But just for fun, let's brainstorm. So off the bat, we can get that cardio capacity boosted other ways. The issue is you can have really good cardio, but if you're not used to running, it's going to place a lot of strain on your joints.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to come away with some injuries. So off the bat, I think maybe I'm trying to have them do some things to prepare their joints in ways that are the most similar to running without actually running. So maybe some jumps, like some bounding hops and things. Okay. And then I'm having them do, a mixed variety of cardio as far as like rowing machine and the elliptical and things like that. But definitely that's a very suboptimal
goal. Yeah, to get their endurance up, I would say like for the runners that I've been rehabbing, everyone honestly has like limitations in their mobility in terms of if you're in a single leg stance. Because when you're running, there's a point in time when you run and you're only on one leg. That's the difference between walking and running. So that's why it's actually going to be a lot of lunges that you're going to have to do. A lot of forward walking lunges. A lot of single leg bridges, elevated on a ball. It's going to be a lot of hamstring work because most runners, the most common reason why they strain their hamstring is because they're not working their hamstring out eccentrically, which means kind of getting that stretch portion of the hamstring and contracting at the same time. Yeah. So it's like a lot of rehab stuff like that.
That's awesome. Yeah, so
preventative stuff. All right,
Why do gym clothes always make me feel more out of shape than I actually am? I will say this. Don't buy clothes that fit the size you want to be versus the size you're actually at. I've definitely had some clients who are like, I'm a little heavy right now. This shirt's a little snug. I kind of feel insecure wearing this shirt, but I want to lose 20 pounds. This will look good when I'm wearing 20. So I'm going to put this on to motivate me to lose weight. Maybe that works for some people. I haven't seen it. I think you should wear clothes that you feel comfortable and confident in. So that's what I would say. Like, wear things that make you feel good and don't wear things that you feel like you should wear.
Yeah, I mean, comfort is the key one right there because especially when you're working out and you're in a gym where there's a lot of people there, you might become like start becoming self-conscious and like, oh shit, this part is popping out when I'm wearing this small shirt. So you want to be comfortable in what you wear.
How much exercise do I need to work off an entire pint of ice cream? That's really funny. I like that. I'll say, so an entire pint of ice cream, it's probably about, like 1,250 calories, something like that?
Yeah,
maybe
entire
more?
pint, probably.
Like Ben & Jerry's.
A pint is probably like
2,000?
No, pint is pretty small. I would say it's like under 1,000.
It's at least 800.
Really?
At least we're talking Ben & Jerry's.
Let's Google it.
I guarantee. I'm gonna guess 950 calories. We'll say Ben & Jerry's pint calories.
Because pint is like, is it the bigger ones or is it the cup though?
It's like the cup.
The cup? Yeah. I don't think it's 1,000 or 1,200. I feel like it's.
I guarantee it. I am so confident right now.
I know this guy's about to place money right here.
Oh no. My phone's not loading. We'll come back to this later.
We'll come back to it.
But I would say generally like the mindset of I overate, so now I have to exercise my calories off.
Yeah, that's where this question's coming from, right?
Yeah, it's not really a good mindset to be in because it kind of treats exercise as like almost like a punitive thing of like, I made a mistake, I ate too much, and now I'm like punishing myself to burn off the calories. And that's not conducive to having a sustainable exercise habit where the exercise is seen as something that's enjoyable for you and building your body.
Yeah.
So, but if you were to literally answer the question, I'm pretty sure it's about 800, let's just say it's 800 calories, right? Well, you would have to just do enough exercise to burn 800 calories, which is going to be a fuck ton of exercise. I'm talking probably like a 3 to 4 hour bike ride, like, or just, I don't know, probably running like
7-8 miles.
No, probably way more.
Way more?
But you gotta do a ton of exercise is the answer.
Yeah. And the next one right here, is it possible to get abs just by laughing a lot?
Honestly?
Actually.
Honestly? Why don't you answer this? Yeah.
I would say, you know what? Technically you can if you do some progressive overload. Like what you can do is maybe you're hanging from a pull-up bar in a hollow hole and then you start laughing because you're challenging your core muscles. But I don't know, because I do when my core is sore, and I start laughing, my abs do definitely feel a lot of strain on it, like a good strain. I get sore, but of course, no, you can't. Like, let's be real here.
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to push back a little bit. Because I think laughing is a low level stimulus, but it's still a stimulus. So let's say someone's very, very low body fat percentage and they laugh, like that could probably stimulate like just the smallest amount of muscle growth, enough to like, if you're really lean, you probably could see some visible abs. Yeah. But then that begs the question, was it really the laughing that made it there, or would they already have seen the abs at that low body fat? So I kind of disagree, I kind of agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean, that's pretty much saying like someone could just get abs at low body fat just from like flexing it in front, just like checking themselves in the mirror, flexing it for like 5 times a day. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. Right. Why do I always get a sudden burst of energy when I'm about to leave the gym? That's a weird way to put it. Yeah. Maybe they're referring to the increased endorphins and the positive, the dopamine and all these positive things you're feeling. Well, that's that. Or I was gonna say you just hate being in the gym and you're like, it's a Friday night, I'm about to go binge drink. Yeah. Like when you're excited for that. I don't know what their reasoning is.
Yeah, but we could say the reasoning is because of the endorphins. Yeah, you just have a lot of, that means you probably did a very good workout if you feel like you have more energy instead of just feeling like you're dead and you just want to like lay on the floor.
Exactly. Yep. Now, we have 25 questions here. We're only at question 8. I say let's go 4 more questions.
4 more questions, you got it. Yeah. So right now, what's the point of working out if I'm just going to sweat all of my makeup off?
There's no point. Honestly, just don't work out.
I will say, I'm answering these questions all seriously. It's because, I'll tell you right now, when you're going to sweat off the makeup, you want your body to look good still. All right? That's why.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what I mean?
You want to look good sleeping.
You want to look good naked. You want to look good naked.
You want to look good all time.
All time, exactly.
You don't want to have to be bundled up and like everything. You want to be able to be versatile.
Exactly. There it is.
Yeah. There we go.
And also, you can get makeup products where they're sweat resistant.
Exactly. Do we have a sponsorship we could put in the link in the bio?
No, but
Brandon, you gotta talk to the makeup brand and get
okay. First of all, it's not makeup. It's a face. It's a face routine that I use. So I use a Caldera Lab. All right, so Caldera Lab.
We're not associated with them.
We're not associated at all, but I do love them because it's honestly been a year and a half since I've been using their stuff. So what I do is first of all I use Thayer's toner, which is a toner for men. So actually, first of all, I use Caldera's face wash. So this is my routine right here. In the morning, Caldera's face wash. I'm in the shower, face wash right there. Mm-hmm. Boom. Once I get out of the shower, my skin's a little dry, so I use something called toner. Mm-hmm. All right, I don't really know what the benefits are. Maybe an esthetician, whatever how you pronounce it, can explain to us. Dermatologist, that too. Yeah, esthetician's more.
They're like nails and stuff. I don't know. I don't actually know.
Yeah. So yeah, you get the toner, and then after that, I use Clean and Clear acne cream, whatever, just get those little small spots. Then, now I use Caldera's eye cream, so I won't get those eye bags. Yeah. Right there. So I put that on, and then after that, that's when I use Caldera's moisturizer.
Boom, this is extensive.
It is extensive.
How much are you paying a month for all of this?
Well, the thing is, with those products, they actually last me about 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's about like maybe like depending if you get subscriptions, like $70 and $90 for one of those products.
Yeah.
But then you won't have to order one, and I barely use that much because I'm trying to savor it, and I don't really need that much.
I'm trying to savor it.
And it's enjoyable.
Skincare is important though. I've been getting more into skincare recently too. You know, using my moisturizer, my sunscreen, a little vitamin C
sunscreen
cream.
also. Yep.
Sunscreen is actually the number one thing because I went to my dermatologist for something, and I asked her, I was like, what's a skincare routine? She's like, the most important thing, number one, sunscreen every day.
That's true. Yeah.
So then I use the moisturizer / 30 SPF.
Nice. I would actually. That's actually not bad because there is people who they do moisturizer first and then they put sunscreen after.
Nah, do it in one.
Do it on one.
Easier.
There it is. All right, next one. Is it true that the best time to work out is whenever I feel guilty for not working out? Ooh, okay. This is actually a good question right here.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Is it true the best time is when you feel guilty for not doing it? I would say if you feel guilty for not working out, you should still work out. The fact you feel guilty shouldn't stop you. And it's good to, if you need to use that as motivation to start working out, that's good. But in the long run, guilt is not going to be sustainable.
Exactly, yeah.
It can be like a short-term fuel.
Yeah, same as like if you're like the previous questions where it's like we're seeing our body as like, or we're seeing if we eat like ice cream, we're trying to punish our body. That's good in the short term. Like let's say you have ice cream every night, so you're like, oh shit, let me go on my bike or let me go work out every night. Then that's good short term to get you on a habit of going to the gym and working out. But long run, some diabetes might be in your future.
Yeah, exactly.
Next one.
What's another? Let's do a random one. Let's do a random one.
All right, we got
Can I make running feel less like I'm being chased by a bear? I like that. Can I still be fit if my favorite form of exercise is dancing badly in my living room? I'm going to say yes.
Yes, you can.
If it's a good moderate intensity exercise, and you're getting enough of it throughout the week, it's going to be very good for your fitness.
I will say.
Honestly, I'd say actually the worse, the better. Because the worse, you're probably more inefficient. You're probably burning more calories, sweating more.
That is true.
If you're too elegant and coordinated, it's probably not too challenging.
That is true. Honestly, you're probably a little more mobile. You probably become more mobile also from a physical therapy perspective. No, honestly, because like all the...
Just like wiggling around and everything.
A lot of the patients that I have that are like they like dancing, whether they're good at it or not, are super like mobile still.
Interesting.
Like, their problem isn't because they're not able to touch their toes. They're not able to like do that, to grab their hands behind the back. Their problem is they don't have enough strength training. Yeah, that's a very fun fact right there. So all you dancers, if you know what to work on,
keep dancing
and resistance training.
Yeah, that's because people who have hypermobility, they'll be more likely to get injuries just because they have these crazy range of motions. They can squat all the way to the ground, but they don't have the strength in the positions. So I guess they have hyperflexibility, not mobility. Because they're not strong through the range of motion. But last question, can I count lifting my arms to eat popcorn as a workout? How many kernels we talking? We talking 50 kernels? 100 kernels?
That is true, huh? You know what? I would say probably... No. I would say yes if... You know those ankle weights that people put on their ankles? I got very creative with this right now. So you put the ankle weight on your wrist, maybe 10 pounds, 15 pounds. Make sure that the popcorn is right here, like on the table. That's where I'm at.
Neutral spine. Engage the core.
Neutral spine, right here. Pick it up. Curl it. Yep.
Do you have to say when you do it?
No, but
that's optional.
It's optional. You'll burn some calories from using your voice muscles.
Okay. We can't let the larynx atrophy or whatever.
Exactly.
But anyway, guys, Chat GPT asked us these. We answered. If you have any questions just generally related to fitness, your pain, anything like that, leave it in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're listening on Spotify, please give us a 5-star rating. It helps a ton. If you're listening on Google, thanks. I don't really know what you can do on there, but thanks for listening.
Yeah, if you guys leave us comments in the YouTube videos or if you just like DM us in our stories, we might even make that comment or question a next topic for the next episode.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe down the line we should do something where someone can win a free session or something. We'll think about that.
All right,
Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I'm Gabe.
I'm Brandon.
And this is Fit Facts. Peace.